So I'm gonna go shut off my TV. These people in room 4, apartment 4, and downstairs have been fucking arguing for I don't know how many hours now. Here?
And he looks at me.
I don't know if you can hear that, but that's all downstairs. Scream talking. I mean, yelling at one another. Up and down the steps. I'm gonna shut this light out, or this fan off so you can hear it. For hours. You can see the date, time, and day at the bottom there. I'm going to try and move him to the front door. Here? Bear with me, I can't see, even with the lights on. No, you can't hear anything at the door. It's down below me. Now it stopped. Well, it didn't stop. It got lower. But it started in apartment 4. They were arguing back here. That's the video. This is the video I'm listening to now of them back there in the hallway. Hear it? Now it's down below me. So I don't know if the girl from apartment 4 ran down the steps. I don't know if they were all involved to begin with. I have no idea what the hell is going on. They made earlier I had my window open and it sounded like they were out front, which means they could have been all congregating out there smoking weed, tripping with the holiday, you know what I mean, having fun, which is, hey, none of my business. But now it seems to have stopped. They might have heard that I turned down my TV and the bathroom exhaust. I keep it on because they're so loud. They're loud without arguing. They don't have to argue. But it is probably after 10 o'clock at night. I know that much. Let me see if it'll show me the time. It is 1:02 in the morning. That's what I'm showing. If that's wrong. And they are arguing up a storm. And it's been going on since probably 9, maybe before 9 o'clock. So 10, 11, 12, 1, 4 hours back and forth from apartment 4 to downstairs. Here? I don't know if you can hear them, but I can. Now, it doesn't sound like now that it's right below me. It was a minute ago. I don't know. Wait a minute. It usually happens right here. So I don't know if they have a living room right here, a couch, or a congregating area right here, but that's where usually the sound comes up. And then if you walk out there and go in my bathroom, which is on the same, area as that closet, but over that way on the other side of the wall, you can hear him plain as day too. I can hear him here, don't get me wrong, it's loud, but you can actually hear what they're saying in my bathroom with the vent turned off. the suction vent, which I try not to listen to them. It's none of my business. But my point I'm making is that they called the cops on me for loud TV. Hear that? Sound like they rolled a bowling ball across the floor. They had the audacity to call the cops on me for loud TV, but they can do this. It's 1 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday night. Now somebody's screaming. Or is that a kid? Hear that? Sounds like somebody's crying. And another loud bang. So here's where we're at. So in case the cops do have to go in there, it's right there under that chair, right there. It sounds like a kid's crying. Now hear him hollering? I'm going to open the window. If they have their window open, you'll be able to hear him plain as day. Their light is on down there. I don't know if they have the window open now. I can still hear the kid crying, but it sounds like he's behind me now in a different room. Now, mind you, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Window is open. Stop screaming now, so I don't know what the hell the fight was over, but their window is open. Sounds like they're out here in this area. I don't know if you can hear that. Loud as shit. So I keep that on one, to drown out the noise. Two, because I can hear them. They can usually hear me talking up here then too, so I put that on as a buffer. Mind your own fucking business buffer. You know what I mean? You don't need to be listening to what I'm saying. One o'clock in the morning, and I am calling the landlord and reporting it. Let's see what else happens so I can get back to my movie, or I was just dissecting this movie to trim it and put it on YouTube because of the girl in apartment 4 arguing with her boyfriend. When I was sitting here listening to it with headphones on, I could hear them arguing downstairs. So I just happened to pause it, take the headphones off. Here's my headphones. I don't know if you can see them, but there's my headphones. And they're arguing over here. I'm like, it's 1 o'clock in the freaking morning. What is going on here? So I'm calling the landlord on both of them. Hear them? So they got a kid wide awake, probably between no older than 3 years old. I guarantee he ain't no older than 3. Hear him? It sounds like they're partying. Hear him laughing? He's saying something, effing something. It was a guy and a girl. Now it's just a guy doing most of the loud talking or yell, scream talking, screaming, whatever you want to call it. Let me go over by the closet again. Sometimes you can pick up. I have cardboard laid down at the bottom for buffer. One, because the heat comes up through the floorboards and it gets hot in this room, and I don't want it hot in this room. 2, for sound barrier. There's cardboard all under my bed, too. Same with here where I'm standing. What am I stepping on here? What is this? Oh. So I don't know if you can see that, but that's all cardboard. All the way under my couch it goes. For sound barrier. So I'm trying to make myself quiet for them. But also, I don't want to hear them either. Now they stopped again. It sounds like they're moving room to room. They're not here below me anymore. They're over here somewhere, or in the I guess they have a kitchen back here or a bedroom. I don't know the layout of their apartment. I can only tell you where the screams are coming from. But I can also hear loud music too. You can hear a radio playing, but I can't. It could be a TV too, but it's playing music. Yeah, it sounds like they're out here now, under that floor. Now there are 2 apartments down here. When you go out my front door out here, go down the steps, you hit a landing. There's a door here. If you go back their hallway, there's a door under my kitchen that has an apartment, and there's a door up front here that leads to right underneath me. So it could be they're both partying together, both apartments. I don't know who's living in that back apartment. But I have nothing playing, and it sounds like music's coming from over this way. You can hear I have nothing, there's nothing playing in here. There's no music, no TV. I've got that muted. Not just turned down, it's off completely, it's muted. I can still hear something. It sounds almost like a band or acoustic guitar playing or something. But it's music. And mind you, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. But I think now it's stopped. Let me plug this back in, so my phone don't die on me. That's fucking outrageous. It's 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. There should be no noise coming from any apartments. People-wise, I mean. TV maybe, or you know what I mean? If you fall asleep with the radio on or whatever, you can understand that. But screaming and hollering at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. And I keep telling this landlord, I keep telling the maintenance guy, I keep telling Carson Valley. I told the cops twice at least. Stopped one in the street and told him what goes on here. They're talking again. I should call the police. But they never do anything. They never do anything. And they see him coming, and they quiet down before they get here. So it looks like I'm telling a lie. Open my window. Which lets me know they have either somebody out front watching that texts them, or somebody at a window watching. As soon as they see the cops pull up, they call quiet down. That's why I try to record as much as I possibly can, because they're going to lie. Oh, it wasn't us. We were quiet. I don't know what he's talking about. Well, here's a video showing you different. Don't take my word for it. Watch the video. Date, time, and days right on it. It was 20 minutes ago. Here they are arguing. Am I lying now, officer? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they definitely got music playing. I can hear it in both ears now. Now that I open a window too, they might have their front windows open. Which the music isn't bothering me. It's the screaming, hollering, and they were just pounding on the wall or a door. Somebody's pulling up. Somebody's pulling up out front. I'm going to douse this light here, so I can show you that they just pulled up. You'll be able to see their tail lights, hopefully. I don't know who that is. It could be one of their relatives coming to get them. That's usually the red car. There's a red car that picks up the guy in apartment 4 when she throws him out. It's his sister, mom, somebody like that. And then you'll see him stuffing his TV or whatever belongings he has in the trunk. Yeah, there he goes. I think that's him. Now that's the guy in apartment 4. Him and his girlfriend were fighting most of the night. He's probably coming back to get his stuff. Where's he going? He's walking all over the place. Something's going on here. See, he might have left the building, let's say, I don't know, half an hour ago, and the downstairs people just picked up where he left off. But they were arguing for a long time. You see where the pointer is on this, right? Hold on. I got it squinched too. That's how long I've watched. That's probably a half an hour to an hour. These are 3-hour long segments, so. And I'm still going. They're still arguing on it. I just haven't reached the end. And I'll be damned if I'm moving. I shouldn't have to move. I'm gonna have the cops. I'm gonna pull a cop aside and see if they can't do welfare checks on me. That will give them a reason to be in the building. And if they hear this night or day, and I'm gonna tell them they can stop in anytime. I'm up around the clock. Feel free to knock on my door, or I can even set it up ahead of time. And maybe even give one of them a key to where they could just walk right in the front door. They could park down the street, walk up to my door, and just walk right in, so they can hear this shit for themselves. I don't know if they can do that by law, but I'm multiply disabled and blind, so I don't see why they couldn't do a personal welfare check for me. And again, that would give them excuses to be in the building. Who's that wandering around there? Sam? heck's this guy? Yeah, that does look like the car, though, he's picked up in. Oh, they're leaving. Or are they coming over here to park? I couldn't tell. Maybe he's staying in the area. Did you hear that front door? It sounded like my front door going shut. Oh, I can't see if he's coming up the steps. I'm going to have to switch. I am still recording on my other one. See, this one's recording. See the red dot? Big red dot? And it's clicking off down the bottom. This one's still recording. I was just analyzing the other video. Yeah, they are definitely arguing in that front room underneath my kitchen. He said something about effing calling the cops or something. I'm going to try to keep recording as long as I can on my phone. One, to be able to catch something, but two, just to show you how long they argue for. Hear it? It's all out here. It's all in this middle room now. I want to be able to capture it on. See if I can make it to this window without them hearing me, so you can hear it. Do you hear that slam? Hear him? Turn my freaking exhaust off. So now I know that should have picked it up on my phone. You can hear him screaming down there. And that's quiet. He's belittling her. He's saying, I want to be a fucking mom. Go be a mother or something he's telling her. Now, mind you, it's after 1 o'clock in the morning, right? And this is apartment 2 right below me. I'm 3. The 4's in the back. Or actually, they would be 1. Apartment 1 is below me. Apartment 2 is there in my kitchen. Well, you can't see, but I'm pointing toward my kitchen. That's apartment 2 in the back of the house. Apartment 4, and then I'm 3. So I will be sending this video to the landlord. Because on top of the pot smoking, they are doing this around kids. They're smoking weed around kids, and it's him. The girl seems to leave. I don't know if she has a job, but she seems to be gone all day, and it's this guy here. Or I could be wrong, and it's her, and he leaves for the day, but one of them stays behind. You can hear him down there. And he loves to get mad and throw furniture around. Boom, boom, bang, boom. It's every day, all day long. So I'm assuming it's him. I don't think a woman would sit there and throw furniture. And again, you never know. Maybe she has an anger problem. They must have heard me creaking the floorboards walking around because they stopped again. Now they're stumping and bumping. Now, mind you, if I had a doctor's appointment tomorrow or any kind of thing, I can't sleep because of what's going on here. But apparently my TVs are too loud. They call the cops on me. They had the audacity to call and say my TV was too loud. Which, guess why I was turning it up? Yep, to block out all their noise. Imagine that, right? I didn't want to say that to the cop because it sounds like retaliation. When in fact, now you can hear them telling the truth. They are loud. They are arguing all the time. I don't know how many videos I have of the downstairs arguing. Probably just as many as the people in apartment 4. Hear that thump? Hear that bang? I don't know if they slammed the door or he punched the wall. I don't know which one it was. But they had the audacity to call the cops on me during the day, daylight hours, because my TV was loud. Of course it was. When you ain't smoking pot gagging me up here, you're scream hollering, waking up your kid so he screams, or your kid's running around during the day while you slam furniture around. Of course I had my TV up so I could hear it. So now I found a level that I can hear it, and I do more things online now than I actually sit and watch TV because you can't hear it if they're arguing. There's no hearing it. So if I turn it up though, they call the cops on me. That's basically what's going on here. When they ain't smoking weed and throwing your mail on the ground in the piss and shit out front of the doorstep. So you have to bend over and touch piss and shit just to find your mail. Dirtiest, nastiest, filthiest people I ever met. And I don't know why the cops don't do nothing about this guy. Obviously, he's a runner for dope. He's either bringing somebody dope or he's running for it. He's up and down this street all night long. You hear that? Why the cops don't stop and frisk him? What are you doing out this late? Where are you biking to? There's nothing open. Every store along this street, this stretch of street, closes by 10 o'clock at night. And we got another vehicle pulling up. Smaller one. I'll try and make sure they can't see me as much as possible. And what really chaps my ass, burns my ass, is they closed down cruising night. This was the second largest cruising strip in the United States, the first being Sunset Strip, California. Pottstown made Hot Rod magazine way back in, I don't know, late 70s, early 80s, as the second largest cruising strip. You know why? The loud noise, the fumes, the drugs, the alcohol, the loitering. To do this all night long. They're probably stopping a cop. Where's my weed man at? He's supposed to meet me here. You got a drug rehab right there, or a halfway house in between. But this is the drug strip right here now. It used to be up Washington Street. The cross street. Right out here at the light. I don't know if you can see the light from here. You probably won't be able to, but that's Washington right there where I'm pointing. That used to be the drug corridor. Now it's everywhere. Mostly here, though. Well, a lot. Mostly it's weed here, I guess they sell. But people are getting ripped off, robbed, stabbed. All kinds of crap goes on out front. He's been sitting there a long time. Nobody got in. Nobody got out. Nobody's getting in. Nobody's getting out. Isn't that amazing? You almost think they're here to cop and they're waiting for their cop man. Now, where he at? Are they pulling out? Or was that my hand shaky? I don't know. Yeah, they're definitely waiting for somebody, I guess. I can only imagine. Oh, yep, there they are. Well, hopefully that might have been the guy downstairs because it got deathly quiet. I could still hear the music, but I heard a thump right below my foot, but that might be her. She got rid of his dumb ass for the night. That's what he might have been doing back in his room or wherever he was, packing his shit, bitching about her. And that was his boy picking him up, mommy or whoever. Because listen, I'm hearing a couple thumps and that loud TV or radio playing. That's all I'm hearing now. Yeah, it got really quiet. The atmosphere feels like it changed in here too. I don't know if anybody's ever been to jail or a bar room. And I'm not talking about your regular bar rooms. I'm talking about your bar rooms where people have to sweep eyeballs and teeth off the floor every other day. You can feel a tension in the air right before a fight happens or something bad happens. I used to sit at State Street all the time, and I'd tell my buddies ahead of time, there's about to be a fight. They're like, what are you talking about? I said, there's going to be a fight. A minute or two, you could feel the atmosphere got like a static electricity in it. You know what I mean? You could feel, and it got thick and heavy, and it's hard to breathe. You can just feel it. Next thing you know, bit bat, boop bat, chairs are being thrown. You could just feel it. That's what I'm saying. It feels like the atmosphere did change a little, I think. I thought I just heard somebody talk. I don't know. Oh, maybe no, it doesn't sound like him. Somebody's talking downstairs, but it doesn't sound like the dude. Now that guy that just went down the street on the bike this way, he went down this way, is way over on Industrial Highway. He's going up that way, probably to that motel. There's a motel out there. I don't know if it's a Motel 6, but I guarantee you that dude is a drug runner. You hear him all hours, 7 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 1 at night, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, all up and down the street all the time. What could bring you out on a gas powered bicycle literally almost around the clock, unless you're making money? Is that the kid or is that the guy? I can't tell if that's the guy or the kid crying again. Oh no, it's him. He's still down there hollering. But it seems like something changed. It seems like they've calmed down. So if they don't get any louder than what he is now, I think I'm going to cut this off for now. Upload this video. Finish this one so I can upload that one. That's apartment 4 was arguing earlier. They've been arguing, I would say, what do you say? 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, almost 6 hours now, but it's both of them. It's not just the apartment four. I think they're done arguing now and they left already or went to bed. Usually the cops are here. When apartment four argues, they bust their front door. They bust the main front door. I don't know how many times. Even Omar said he had to fix the front door like 4 times. And it's mostly her boyfriend. He kicks it, punches it. But now these ones are starting down below. They haven't had a fight downstairs for quite a while. But the guy, I still think it's him. He slams furniture around like it's WrestleMania. Because he's angry because I tell the landlord everything. Who wouldn't? Look what they're doing. I mean, they literally argued that poor kid awake until he was screaming at 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. Who wants to hear that? I don't. A kid don't. A kid wanted to keep sleeping, I bet. And I think he's the one that's smoking the weed all over her apartment. And she's telling him not to. And of course, that's causing friction between him and her. But lots of people have been in my apartment and smelled it. Even, I think even Omar's been here. I told him, look, you smell it? And he said, yeah, when I first moved in here. And I'm all for medicinal marijuana. I keep saying it to everybody I meet. And I'm all for recreational marijuana. I feel as though, and I'm a Christian, I'm against it all, really. I mean, I'm against, me personally, I'm an abstinence person. I abstain from everything like that, drugs, alcohol, anything like that. I very rarely take an aspirin, but I try to deal with pain. So anyway, my personal opinion is that marijuana has done less damage than alcohol. Alcohol has killed people, car wrecks, car accidents, drunken driving, barroom stabbing, shootings. Hear it? He's back hollering again. I heard a door slam or a big thump. I mean, they got a kid down there. Why would you want to make all that noise? He must be drunk or high. I mean, it is a holiday. It is Thanksgiving. They probably did some drinking, maybe. But I feel as though that's no excuse, especially if you have a little kid in the house. He's calling her a deadbeat mom. Well, what are you doing? You're screaming right in the kid's room. Hear him? That was him. Ooh. That's what it sounded like. Ooh. Yeah, he might be drunk off his ass or something. Up, they're back arguing again. It's her too this time. She's saying something to him. So now what time is it? It's probably not going on 1:30. I would guess. Let me see. 1:37. I could be doing 1,000 other things. I could be sleeping. You know what I mean? I could be watching a movie and relaxing. Nope. Got to babysit the nitwits. The music's still going loud under that middle floor. I can hear it from here. I can hear it with my naked ear. I don't know if the camera phone's picking it up. This camera might be, because that one's going full blast out in the hallway. That camera's sitting right there at my door, right there. Apparently, they're self-entitled customers. They're allowed to make noise. You're not allowed to have your TV up. I wish you could hear that music. I can hear it plain as day. I can't hear the words they're speaking, or if there is words, but I can hear the instruments. And it's loud enough to hear from here. Would it keep me awake? Probably not. I just turn up my TV or whatever I'm watching at the time. I have a tablet sitting over here that I watch TV on sometimes just to put myself to sleep, just to drown out the background noise. And what scares you the most is they're all young kids. They could have guns. They could have thugs, buddies and friends that are over, and all of a sudden, bang, bang, boom, boom, a bullet comes through my floorboard. Hear it? That is just fucking ridiculous. There's no excuse for this. It's not a weekend. I can see if it was a weekend and give them a little grace. It's not even a weekend. It's Thursday night, going into Friday. Well, it's actually Friday morning now because it's after 12. But they do this on the regular. It's usually the people in apartment 4. Now it sounds like he's listening to rap music. And for the record, the noise does not bother me. What bothers me is the lack of respect and the lack of dignity they should be showing an elderly person or a disabled person. They want all the respect in the world and they give you zero. Matter of fact, they try hard not to give you respect. That's what pisses me off. I smoke pot and you're just going to have to deal with the smell. No, I shouldn't have to deal with the smell. Just like with a drunk, I shouldn't have to deal with some asshole drunk off his ass coming up and talking 6 inches away from my nose with his shit breath or his beer breath. No, it's not going to happen. Either keep the 6 foot distance or, show me respect or get the fuck out of my face. Again, I don't care if this guy smokes truckloads of weed. Ain't my business. What my business is, I smell it when you do. That's my business. I shouldn't have to taste it, touch it, feel it, smell it, or hear it. And I'm hearing it. Yeah, he's definitely partying now, but he's keeping it at the back of the house, which is thanks. I appreciate it. Usually it's right under me, and again, it's over by that closet, which makes it 10 times louder than what it is now. I would be able to sing along with it because I could hear the lyrics and the vocals. Every time I get up, it sounds like he turned it down. My freaking floorboards creak. I'm gonna have to get a throw rug for there. Quiet it down some. Yeah, literally. I think I smell weed too. Yeah, he literally turned it down. I can still hear it, but it's lower. I might turn my heater, my exhaust fan on for a while. What do I do with my water? I think I took it in the other room. Peeking out the back window to see if the back, they have a light out in the parking lot out back. It is on, but I don't know if those neighbors are home. Now keep in mind, if you can hear what sounds like a TV on, I have nothing on up here. It's all them. He's right below me. And I'm getting this background noise from the cars. Hear him bitching? I don't know what he's saying though, and I really don't want to. And again, the noise they're making right now, like I can hear their radio, TV. It does not bother me. I have to say that. Oh, it sounds like they're over here now. That's where the music's coming from, right here. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that, but that's where it's coming from, right below here. Hey, they're keeping it low enough that again, it's not a bother. So I got nothing to say about that. But the arguing, they were arguing. I could hear that. Now my TV's on. I just unmuted it. Now see, that's on level 43, number 43. I can hear it from here. It drowns that out. Now I did have it up to 50. That's what when the cops came here, and I told them I would turn it down, so that's what I did. So I did accommodate them. That's what I'm saying. In other words, I did show them respect by playing my TV at that level. And again, I do not want to call the cops on them. That's the last thing that's on my mind. What I want them to do is, if they could please, if they smoke pot, blow it out a window. Buy a fan, turn the fan backwards, and suck it out the window. That's all I'm asking. And do it in the back of the house, because they weren't doing it out here. I'm blowing out these windows, and I can smell it up here. And if you argue, hey, take your wife down to the woods. Both of you grab tree branches, beat the motherfucking dog shit out of each other, come home. Nobody will know the difference. Take it to one another. Beat each other blind. I don't care. Nobody has to see it, taste it, touch it, or feel it, or smell it. But if you continue to argue like this and it becomes regular, I got to say something. To the police, to the landlord, to everybody. So, do I want to? No. I want to be left the fuck alone just as much as they do. I'm not trying to take their freedoms or their liberties away from them, but I don't want to hear it, taste it, touch it, feel it, or smell it. You set it on my doorstep, I have to say something. because at that point you are disrespectful, and you are being disrespectful. Are they allowed to play loud music? Hey. Are they allowed to smoke pot? Hey, have fun, kids. I was young once too. I'm not trying to stop you. What I'm trying to say is, it's almost 2 o'clock in the fucking morning on a Thursday night. You know, the party has to end sometime, hopefully, and give somebody a chance to get some sleep. But if you're quiet about it, and you're grown up enough about it, and you're discreet about it, on the DL, as they used to say back in the day, kids don't even understand what that means nowadays. They scream what they're doing. I'm going to buy meth now, bye. You know, I mean, they're nuts nowadays. I think that's even too loud. You know what I mean? The 43 I have it set on. I can hear it. It sounds loud to me. But where I had it was pretty loud. It was up to 50 because of the noise downstairs.
She's about this height. What is she saying? Is she saying anything? She's just stood looking at you guys. She doesn't even know I'm stood behind her.
Hear him? He just yelled, "Shut the fuck up!" And he's right down below my closet. He's right here, down below here.
She's drawing me to that tree in the middle of the castle.
I wish I would have left that paused on mute.
At this point, Ian claims to make contact with a girl who's standing.
So I don't know who was yelling at the kid, the wifey, me. I have no idea. Or she could be telling him, "I can hear him talking up there. You better be quiet." And he just told her to shut the fuck up.
That is drawing me.
Now I just heard a thump and it sounded like the kid's crying. Maybe he was yelling at him. To me, that's abuse of a child. When you're the cause of him waking up because you're screaming at the top of your lungs and playing loud music, and he starts crying, never shut the fuck up should never come out of your mouth toward a kid. You caused it. I'm hearing thumps and bumps again. So I'm sure this is going to go on for a while. I don't know if this dickhead is drunk, has been drinking too much Hennessy. I don't know. Party, you know, again, it is a holiday. But the holiday ended at 12, if you know what I mean. The holiday shouldn't continue into early Friday morning. Now it sounds like they're below me. Thump, 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 thump.
The wind continues to build around the tree. Wind back, wind! Oh, yeah.
Now boom behind me over here by my air conditioner.
You're getting our attention, mate.
Again, another boom. This is what I hear all day long. Boom, bang, boom, boom. But it's much louder.
Just to get this straight.
They're being actually quiet for a change.
I think so, definitely. She's not.
Most likely because she's there, or he'd be throwing furniture around. I think he's the one with the anger problem.
No other tree here is making that noise apart from this one.
You can tell when he's not here, too. It's quiet as a church.
There's always a chance we're in danger.
When it's just her by herself with her kid, it's quiet as, like I said, church. Church prayer time.
What's happening with these walkie-talkies, man? As the energy around the tree increases, Ian makes.
Alright, I wanted to keep this rolling just to prove my point. I hope I got him on camera bitching when I opened the window so you could hear what it's like. But it's much louder in here. I don't know if this camera phone picked it up. But I can definitely hear them arguing. And it gets to screaming matches. It's the first time this has happened. He was down there a week and a half ago hammering with a hammer at about 6 o'clock at night. Bang, 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 bang. He would go wall to wall to wall to wall and then end up behind me over here at this wall. Then he'd stay there for 25 minutes hammering. It went on for like 2 hours. I videotaped that and put it on YouTube's. What I could of it, I videotaped. And again, I think it's him. It's not her. He's a douche, you know. A little kid in a man's body. You don't know what respect, honor, integrity, morals, values, principles, ethics are. He's a street urchin, you know. He probably can't spell urchin without two K's. You know what I mean? But it just seems like he's an uneducated, unethical idiot with no more, no manners, no, as a lot of men are, who want to live off women. Because it doesn't seem like he works. He's here a lot of days. That's when the furniture gets thrown around. I think she's the one that goes off to work, or she had a job, or she was doing something. She was just leaving for the day. Most likely to get away from his dumb ass.
Why do you get so angry?
Across the UK, our favourite celebrities' homes. To me, Barry. To me. To you, Henry.
Well, anyway, I'm going to end this and upload it and go through this other one here. This is ridiculous. I got to keep doing this. I'm so serious about proving my point that this goes on a regular basis. And everybody automatically thinks, oh, that's a joke, that's a joke, that's a joke. Well, it's not a joke to me. If you think it's a joke, landlord, bring these nitwits to your house and let them live in your basement and see how much they argue and keep you awake at night. Then we'll see where the joke lies. I'm paying rent for the privilege of this 3-4 nights a week. You know what I mean? No, it shouldn't happen. One night a week. All right.